this your midweek recharge. Of course, this is Pastor Jay here with you once again, and today we're talking about denial. This is gonna be interesting. Be sure to give us a thumbs up right now. We would appreciate it. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel and be sure to hit that bell and be notified when the next video comes up. Let's jump into this. All right, so we're talking about self-denial. All right, let's look at what it says, what Jesus said in Luke chapter 9 and verse 23. He said, "If any man will come after me, he will deny himself." Okay, so what does that mean to actually deny yourself? It means to not put yourself first. That's difficult because basically we all know when it comes to ourselves, we put ourselves first when it comes to everything. Well, this is for me. I'm going to get this. Well, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And then if there's anything else out, then I'll, do what's left. We do that when it comes to our church as well. Many times we sit and we say, well, I've got to do this and 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 this. And then if there's anything left, then I'll give it to the Lord. That's not self-denial. And I'm really not here talking about tithe and all that. I'm talking about a lot of things when it comes to this. I'm talking, of course, tithe, of course, that's part of it. Our tithes and our offerings, but I'm also talking about our time and our energy. We say, well, the church needs this. Well, I ain't got time. We got time if we want to watch a television program. We can do that. If we want to do something for entertainment for ourselves, like we want to go to a movie or we want to go to a park, or we want to go out and eat, or we want to spend time with our families or whatever, we can do that. But when it comes to God's kingdom, I don't have time. And what did Jesus say? He said, if any man will come after me, he will deny himself. He's not going to put himself first. He's going to put God first. And see, that's exactly what Jesus said. And Jesus basically said, this is, of course, Pastor Jay's paraphrase version, but it's true. He basically said, I'm going to have first place in your life, or I'm not going to have no place. This is basically what he said. But so often what we do is we just say, well, whatever I got left, that'll be enough for God. And it's not enough. If any man will come after me, Jesus said, he will deny himself the things that he wants. He will take up his cross daily, which is difficult, but that's part of the kingdom experience. Take up his cross daily, and he will follow me, follow Jesus. And taking up your cross is a hard thing to do. So often what we want to do is we want to just throw the cross aside and not take it, but we all have a cross to bear. We all know that. Some crosses seem harder than others. Sometimes you look at somebody else's cross and you go, wow, that one, I could handle that one. But until you actually bear somebody's cross, you don't know how tough that is. Sometimes somebody's cross is a whole lot tougher than you would really imagine. I really believe that sometimes if we were able to bear somebody else's cross, we would say, I'll go take my own cross back. But the point comes down is that it's true. We got to deny ourselves. We got to give God our best. I love the story of the little widow that was in church, and they were taking up offering. And Jesus and his disciples were standing, and the little woman, when they were coming and they were dropping all the money in the offering plates and doing all that, the little widow dropped basically 2 pennies in the Bible into the plate, and Jesus said, "Look at there, she gave more than the rest." The disciples were flabbergasted. They were like, well, what are you talking about, Jesus? She gave 2 pennies. What are you talking about? What was Jesus talking about? He was talking about self-denial. She gave everything she had. She self-denial gave everything to God and his kingdom. How much do you give to God and his kingdom? Your time, your money, your energy, all that type of stuff. How much do you give to God and to his church? Something to think about. I'm not here to talk you out of anything. I'm just saying, think about it. How much time, how much money, and how much of yourself do you give to God's kingdom? Something to think about. Well, this has been the recharge. Not the typical kind of recharge, but I think it's something we need to think about. Something to think about today. Till we're with you next time, we ask you to be sure to like and be sure to subscribe to the channel. And until we're with you next time, we wish you a blessed day. Vaya con Dios. Go with God. We'll see you next time. Bye.